Hey everybody, welcome to Board Online, Board Offline. Today we're bringing you our top 3 most played games in June. We are going to get right into this list, but before we do, I want to mention our sponsor, Board Game Co. This is a fantastic website where you can buy, sell, and trade games. They have a great selection to choose from if you're just looking to get into the hobby deeper, if you're looking to build out your collection, if you're looking to fill in some spots that you just don't have the right games for yet, they can do that for you. They also, though, can buy games from you. If you're looking to sell some games, we need some extra money, they can help you out. They got a very easy system to use. Sell all your games in the same spot. Don't spread it out amongst a whole bunch of people. Have to pay for shipping all different kinds of places. Sell it at Board Game Co. They also will trade with you. If you have a Board Game Geek username and you've set up a trade list on Board Game Geek, then go over to Board Game Co, drop your username into Board Game Co. They will then compare your trade list from Board Game Geek with their stock, build out a custom trade list, makes it very easy to facilitate a trade. I strongly recommend it. If you do check them out, click on the link in the description below so they know I sent you over there. Board Game Co makes it easy to buy, sell, and trade your way into a better collection. Okay, so before we get down to the list, just some quick stats. I got 23 plays this month of 12 different games. 23 plays, 12 different games, a total of about 22 hours of playtime. I'm pretty happy with that. It is increasingly difficult for me to find time to play games, and yet pretty good stats for me this month. I really am jealous of some people who manage to somehow get. It seems like every single night they're able to get a game in, but for me, these are some multiple plays on the same day, so I'm happy with what we got here. And as you'll see here, with my first game that I'm going to mention here, we had a 3-way or 4 or 5-way tie for third place. Most of the games in that tie are thanks to my 2 youngest kids that have started getting into gaming. So we're going to start this list now. As we do with all of our top lists, we do it by the minute. So 3 games is 3 minutes, starting right now. Number 3 is Mice and Mystics with 2 plays. Had not played this game since 2019. Pulled it off the shelf, dusted it off, showed it to my kids, and they loved it. We play with some kind of loosey-goosey with some of the rules. There's a few things in there that are a little bit more complicated than I'm willing to put my 5-year-old through, but we've had a blast playing this game. They are always terrified when the spider shows up, or even the threat of the spider showing up is terrifying to them. In this game, it's basically a dungeon crawl, but all the things are like you are mice. Rats are some of your main enemies. There's spiders, there's centipedes, there's roaches, and you're fighting all these guys. You got a wizard and a ranger and all kinds of stuff, a warrior, and not really a berserker, but kind of a berserker style mouse as well. So much fun, really cool. I've never done a gameplay of this on the channel. I think I might need to do a gameplay of this on the channel. Anyway, that's Mice and Mystics, my number 3 with 2 plays. Number 2 is Pendulum with 3 plays. Now, granted, this is because I wanted to get a gameplay up on the channel that I needed to get up, but when I started playing it, I really only need to do 1 gameplay for that, right? Well, I started playing it, and you know what? I'll say Pendulum is like Solo, a Star Wars story. It's better than you remember, because when I first played Pendulum, I wasn't really looking forward to getting it back out, and relearning it to make the video for the channel. And then I ended up loving it. I really had a good time playing this game. I'm going to have to introduce it to some people. I've only played it solo, but it's got a really easy to use system for solo mode. A little bit tricky, but the thing is, the cool thing with Pendulum is that even though it is a real-time game, I mean, you got timers going. The timers have more to do with where on the board you can do stuff than they do with actually timing you. Because when the timer runs out, you don't have to flip it immediately. Now, if somebody else flips it, they might gain a benefit by doing that. So, maybe you want to flip it to try to beat somebody else to the punch. But it's a really interesting take on real-time games. I strongly recommend it. Pendulum. Number 1, Kingdom Death Monster. I'm in the middle of a campaign, so this was probably going to show up for the next few months, unless, of course, I get TPK'd out of the campaign, which is entirely possible. 4 plays of Kingdom Death Monster this month. What is there to say about Kingdom Death that I haven't before? This game is just phenomenal. It is this dark, horrific story of these people who start with barely even having speech, and then they're trying to survive in this horrific world. They don't even really know where they came from. You've got all these horrible looking monsters. This white lion with weird hands. The thing that's set up on the board right now is a screaming antelope that has a mouth in its underbelly that's ginormous and will eat you and swallow you whole. I just put up a gameplay of the Manhunter, which is a relatively regular looking dude for Kingdom Death anyway. But he's got a gun, which is not really technology you have in Kingdom Death. Where do you get that from? And he is brutal. It's brutal. I played him on level 1. Check out how that went down. But I just love this game so much. Kingdom Death is so good. It is prohibitively expensive. If you buy it now, it's going to cost you $400. That's MSRP for the base game, $400. Sometimes there's sales, particularly on Black Friday. Check it out then. In like 5 years, when there's another Kickstarter, maybe you can get it at a discounted price then, if there's another Kickstarter. But in the near future, probably at the end of the year, beginning of next year, the Gambler's Chest is finally showing up with rules for advanced Kingdom Death Monster, and you better believe I'll be bringing you everything you need to know about how to play advanced Kingdom Death, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Click the subscribe button, click the bell, all that good stuff. And until next time, if you're bored online, bored offline.